class was more than I expected. I think I was expecting just some, technical approach to raw, and I like that what I got was really techniques on how to pretty much look at raw, no different than another recipe, just creating the flavors and the textures to duplicate familiar tastes, textures, and flavor profiles. Mm-hmm. That to me was the most amazing because I was not looking at raw and cook as the same thing. I was looking at it as two completely different ways of preparing foods. And really, it's the same thing. It's just that the ingredients that you use and the way you use them to create the same tastes as we did today with the menu. We took every meal or every dish from a cookbook and made it raw. Yeah. It was great. I would recommend it to anyone who has any interest in finding out more about raw, yes.
I'm from Spain. I came just for the course, and I'm really happy because I learned very much being in a very nice group.
What was the biggest surprise? What did you learn that's the biggest surprise to you?
How to make ice creams in 1 second, very light, tasteful.
Oh, it was fabulous. It was amazing because you got to think, you got to use your head, it wasn't just coming from a menu to doing it, you got us to think. Getting inspired and picking out what's in it. And it's like, oh, I can do that. And then go home and do it. And that's what I got from you. And as I said, you share, and that's incredible to me that you do that.
I hope I also have a special gift in teaching.
You have a special gift.
All right, great. What was the biggest surprise? In the middle of the class or at the end of class, you thought, wow, I didn't expect that.
Well, the one flavor and the one thing that totally, and I'm not a really big meat eater, but I told you it was a sausage, blew my mind away. The textures and the flavor, I was like, oh my God, this is sausage. That blew my mind away. But it's just everything that we were trying to do Worcestershire, how you say that? And just trying to put it together and piece it together,
And you've taken other classes with other people?
Yes, I have.
So how does this compare?
This you're using more creativity. You're just not following a menu or a recipe, rather. You're not. You take something and then you figure it out. So you have to. It's not just measuring 2 cups of this and 3 cups of that and 2 tablespoons of that. Not following a recipe, but developing a recipe. That's what it's about, and that's a gift to be able to do that.
This course, for me, filled in all the gaps. I like working with foods, have worked with foods for a long time. What I got out of this was the use of all sort of exotic spices and herbs and combining these things to get new flavors and some old flavors that were familiar to me. I enjoyed every moment of it, even though I went home beat every night, but it was well worth it. And I learned how to sharpen knives. For me, this was stepping up a level, a couple of levels, and kicking it up a notch more. More techniques, more advanced techniques. And again, it's the creativity of putting certain things together that I might not have thought of before. So I think everybody should take this class. Anybody who wants to know anything about raw definitely should take this class.